North Tustin single family homeowners report for just the 92705 zip code going into December of 2021. Again, just single family. If you're looking for other zip codes in the Tustin area, then they're on our channel. Go ahead and visit our channel and you can watch those videos too, but just for single families in 92705. So we're going to cover some price data, some sales data, and some predictions as we go forward. So let's look at the pricing data for houses in 92705. We go 5 months back and we're looking at all of the data that we have here. We're looking at median and average because we just don't have enough homes to get a really good sampling of a median. We don't even have enough good homes to get a really good sampling of average, but we take what we can. Because what we're looking for is we're looking for trends. We're looking to see, is there anything moving significantly one way or the other? And you'll see, as far as the median goes, yeah, we're hanging right around in that 1.4 million range easy. Median 1,399,500. For November, ending of November, and then average we're at 1,477,800. We peaked out an average of 1.6 million in August and 1,450,000. So again, median in this case is kind of pretty clear on what the trend is there. We're staying real nice and steady in the North Tustin area. Just kind of calling that a wash because no real big movement one way or the other. Sold percentage of list price or overbids. How many homes or how much were people paying above the original list price when they sold? So in this case, on average, on average, we're looking at almost 3%. In November, we ended up with 1.2% above the original list price. And this is a good indicator that people are just using a good pricing strategy. People are not way overpricing their homes, and they are not way underpricing their homes too, because if they're way underpricing it, these numbers will be a lot higher. If they're way overpricing, these numbers would actually drop below 100%. So this is really, really good, especially with the marketplace that we're at, where we have low supply and a lot of demand. Price per square footage sold. So again, on average, we have now, so this is really good. In November 21, we're averaging $555 per square footage. Now, you guys know in North Tustin, not every home is the same. These are not tract houses. They are not, planned community houses that, they all look alike and, well, gosh, that's what it is. So this is kind of an average. Your house is going to definitely depend on the location, the condition, other factors around it, right? But this is a good thing because you can see we had a little peak here, summer season, right? So we knew that. But even going into the winter, price is going up, right? As far as cost per square footage goes. So let's look at sales data for houses in the 92705. And we get here, and these are just new listings that came on the market. Now, I want you to see this. We were having about 40, dropped down to 20. Now November, we had 12 new listings come in the market. 12 for all of 92705. Now, to put that into perspective, this data that we're using, by the way, is only 92705 east of the 55 freeway. So I know, if you want to look at stuff that's just kind of east of Newport Avenue, let me know. We'll pull up data for that as well. But for perspective, east of the 55 freeway, there are 7,836 homes in the 92705. 12 came on the market. 12. So remember that number because that's an indicator also when we look at the number of homes that have sold in the market. So crazy numbers. These are really, really low. Days on market right here. So days on market right now. It's kind of interesting because, yeah, we're kind of hovering in the 20-ish days on market average. We're at 21 days. So what that means is if you put your house on the market, expect to wait about 21 days or 3 weeks before you actually are able to accept an offer. Now that may include trying to negotiate between multiple offers and stuff like that. Or it just may mean that, hey, it took us 3 weeks to get a decent offer that we're willing to accept, 21 days, and off you go. So no real big adjustments there. We had a little peak in August, but generally speaking, we're hovering around the same time frame. Okay, let's look at closed sales in the 92705 area. And if you take a look, so we had 43 in October, but we had 20 in November. Now 20, normally that's ridiculously low. Again, when we got 7,836 homes in the 92705 east of the 55 freeway, 20 is nothing. That is nothing. But how many new listings came on the market in November? 12. 12. So you can see that there's a disparity there, that there are more homes that are closing escrow than that are coming on the market. And the good news of that is that because there's more coming, or more closing than coming on the market, that means less supply, more demand, less competition for you when you're thinking about selling your house. If you're thinking about selling your house, even if you're not thinking about selling your house, this is good because it just means values are going to help push up. As a matter of fact, I just met with somebody about an hour and a half ago. We ran a 1 mile diameter, so 1 mile that way, 1 mile that way, in a circle. And for her type of home, there were 0 other homes for sale that she had to compete with. That's a good thing. That is a really good thing. So these are good numbers for home sellers, months of supply. So how long does it take? If we stop selling if we did not put another single house up for sale in all of North Tustin indefinitely, how long would it take to sell the existing inventory? 1 month right now. That's crazy. That's low. That's really low. So good for you. Housing market predictions for 92705. So normally I call this a green flag, and I am calling it a green flag. There's nothing really getting in the way of you as a homeowner in the 92705 to sell your house. Expect that you're going to have get the highest profitability in the marketplace right now. But there are some things that you need to pay attention to going forward. Just kind of stuff to keep an eye on. And let's talk about that real quick here. So before I do that though, let me show you if I can show you there's a way to completely rehab your house. I mean, completely make your house perfect top to bottom without you pulling any money out of your pocket as you prepare to sell it, so that not only just get a higher price, but so you can get more profit too. Because the higher price doesn't matter if it's not putting more money in your pocket. And when we do this, people are getting more profit when they sell because they can rehab that house and just make it pristine and make just everybody fall in love with it when they first walk in. If that's you and you need that, watch the video that's going to pop up on the screen at the end of this video, and we'll show you how you can do that. But last month I talked about this. Zillow announced that they were laying off their entire home buying division workforce, shutting down their home buying division altogether. Shut the whole thing down, not buying any more houses. Now they are an institutional buyer. It's what they do, okay? So they said, you know what, we're not doing anymore because according to their previous quarterly earning report, it's not profitable. But wait a minute, if median and average prices are up, if days on market are dropping, there's no inventory, demand's high, interest rates are still low, how is real estate not profitable? Okay, and so this kind of raises some red flags. Zillow being one of the biggest data aggregators in the real estate space, and at least in the country, if not in the world, you look at, you would think, gosh, they would know what's profitable, right? And then they announced on that same day that they're just going to dump off their existing inventory of homes that they had purchased. They bought these homes and they're going to dump them off. Not go put a sign out in front of all of them and sell them and probably make more money because prices have increased probably since they bought it, but sell them off in bulk to investor groups just to get rid of them. They want them off their books as fast as they can. Okay, so this was back in November 1st. Well, this article just pops up, says Zillow cancels hundreds more home contracts across the country. This just popped up yesterday. On this, when you look at this, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of purchase contracts that they had out there. They were buying people's houses. They had made a deal. They were in the middle of escrow. And it didn't matter if they just made the deal or if they were 1 day away from closing, canceled. Okay, and Zillow can do that because it's their contracts that they used. And the verbiage is in there that says, we'll cancel it if we want to, whatever, right? So they're just canceling and leaving all these homeowners sitting there going, hey, what happened to our deal? Okay, but again, if they're shutting down their buyer division, they're dumping their inventory, they're stopping buying more homes. And then this thing comes up, it says iBuyers are selling Arizona homes for a loss. Now, granted, this is in Arizona, but still something to kind of raise your eyebrow at a little bit. If they're selling Arizona homes for a loss, wait, other iBuyers, other institutional buyers, because there's lots of companies out there, big companies, that's what they do. They buy houses and they buy them in mass. They buy them at a discount. They rehab them, they fix them, they flip them. But are now they selling off their inventories at a loss? What do they know that we don't know yet? These are things we really have to pay attention to. So if you're thinking about selling now, sell now, because that's what's going to happen. But, if you're not thinking about selling now, don't worry about it. But pay attention to this if it's a thought about selling. And then, of course, yes, the first Omicron variant is detected in the United States. Guess where? California, right here, okay? Hooray. So, now look, it doesn't matter where you're at on the spectrum with this whole thing. That's not the point at all. You could be on this side where it's like, oh, the sky is falling and everybody's going to die. Or you can be on this side and you're going, oh, it's a big conspiracy theory and you're all nuts. It doesn't matter, right? It just doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is that as the media starts putting this information out, and I'm seeing it increasingly grow in my news feed just over the last day and a half, then people are going to start reacting to this. So what does that mean? When people start reacting, they react to, oh my gosh, we're not selling our houses now. So even fewer houses come on the market, or let's sell and get out of here. We don't know. We don't know what that reaction is going to be. But again, this is what I'm saying. Right now, green flag, thumbs up, go for it. But if you're waiting to the future, these are things you got to watch out for moving forward, okay? And then finally, we still don't know what the effect of the eviction and foreclosure moratorium are. We just don't know. We won't, and I guess we won't know for a little bit. But we know for a fact that there's a lot of people who did forbearances. We know for a fact that the CFPB, or Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, basically threatened all of the lenders and said, if you don't help all these homeowners avoid foreclosure, then we're going to fine you millions and millions and millions of dollars. So they're trying to do all these workout programs and loan modifications and all that stuff. But in the end of the day, there's going to be some people who just can't afford the payment. They just can't, right? So there's going to be foreclosures. Now, if they're smart, obviously, they just list the house, sell it, and take a bunch of equity, right? And go, okay, fine, we'll just start over. But there's still going to be foreclosures because other things happen in life too. But if we look at the last 3 months, in September, October, November, 0 notice of defaults, 0 notice of trustee sales. Those are the documents that are recorded during a foreclosure process. And this is all of Orange County. That's all of Orange County. So this is crazy. This is not normal. This is not normal. Foreclosures are kind of normal. They're part of the whole home buying system, right? So gosh, so what's going to happen? Are they going to start coming in and foreclosure is going to start to trickle in as lenders start poking their head up out of the hole and just test the waters with a few foreclosures and then get down the road and there's a floodgate open? I don't know. We don't know. Again, these are all things we have to watch. We're going to watch them for you, but I'm going to tell you, watch them yourself too. Pay attention to the news, what the news is saying also. So if you got questions about selling your house in the Tustin area, call me. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. I've lived in the Tustin area since I was in 5th grade and been selling houses here since 1997. So I live here. I'm part of it, okay? Anyways, look forward to talking to you soon. Watch this video that's popping up on the screen right now if you want to learn how to rehab your house with no upfront cost. Take care.